Hello, people. I am so psyched to be here. Can you just tell me in the chats if you are hearing me, if you are seeing me? I see there's a bunch of people on here. I am like blown away at how Alana has made this all happen, and this incredible team of people, including Betty, who I now just met. Thank you, Christella. Hey, Kieran, loud and clear. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to be 100% honest with you and tell you that I prepared for this in about 20 minutes, okay? That doesn't mean I'm unprepared for this. That means in my mind that I am prepared for this every day and any day, because this is what I live, breathe, eat, and sleep. This is my passion to show up for people like you who want to learn how to up-level their lives, how to make themselves the best version of themselves. And honestly, it took me 13 years of climbing that corporate ladder to realize that that was not the best version of myself, that I wanted more. And I decided to make changes to my career and my lifestyle and my family's lifestyle about exactly 2.5 years ago. I'm going to give you, and then I'm going to get into what I hope that you guys are here for, which is how to figure out how to have it all, how to do it all with motherhood, babies, children, careers, side hustles, husbands, partners, travel, money, everything. Okay, so if you have any questions, drop them in the chats below. If anyone wants to enter this and ask me a personal question and we can get coaching, I will leave that to the end. So I'm going to run through what I want to talk to you about today. And the first I'm going to start, to all of you amazing people that are watching, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to start by saying who I am, introducing myself. My name is Liat. I wear two hats. I am a video blogger over on MomJo. I'm the co-founder and co-creator of the video blog, an influencer and content creation platform called MomJo. Moms looking to get their mojo back. So jump on over on social media later. You can check that out. We would love to have you as a part of our community. We create videos and we do brand partnerships, and all we're doing is trying to help moms be on that journey to find their mojo, which is their MomJo. And also, as of exactly a year ago, I am officially a coach. I started a coaching practice. I now have 15 current clients that I am working with. Alana and I have mentored and try to help each other along our ways and in our different ventures. And I'm so beyond blessed to be here today, because really what I coach on is the concept of transformation. I do business coaching, I do life coaching, but ultimately the big umbrella is anyone who is looking to create some transformation in their lives, I can help. Hopefully. So I can see on this chat, there are a few people who are actually either previous clients of mine, current clients of mine, or future clients of mine starting next week. I'm very excited. I can see your name. And so I'm going to get into it. Right. I have 3 children that are 9, 8, and 4. I immigrated to Toronto 7.5 years ago. I was born in Israel. I grew up in South Africa. I left my corporate job 2.5 years ago. I worked as a marketing manager for the US, regional marketing manager in a big tech company. And it was never my thing. I was never passionate about it, but life just happens. And I kept thinking, I am being a hypocrite. I want to leave this job. I want to do something for myself. I want to have an impact. I want to work with people. And I have crafted and created this beautiful space for myself with MomJo and the coaching side by side. I'm self-employed. There's my life story. So how do you do it? How do I do it? How does Alana do it? How do those mamas out there get to have all the things and the elements in their life that they really want to have? Okay, so some people say you can't have it all at one time. There's truth to that. I believe Oprah actually said it. You can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time. I believe there's some element of truth to that, but we have to start a little bit further back. I really think you can have it all, but the question is, what is it that you really want? So I've got steps that I'm going to talk you through quickly to these beautiful people that are watching. I am like blown away by how many of you that are on here. Again, if you have questions, you want to say hi, you want to comment, please type it up in the comments below. If you want to join in, I'll let you have a chance a little bit later. I'm going to jump right into it. Step number 1, mamas, we have to get freaking clear about what it is that we actually want. Because I felt like for so many years, especially my child rearing years, baby making, baby delivering, baby raising years, I put what I wanted on the back burner, right? Give me a thumbs up or a heart or a hell yeah, if I can say that on here, in the comments if you agree. You put your needs, your wants, your desires, your dreams, your passions, you put it aside. So I'm saying, and even if you're sitting there with a 2-week-old baby, that's fine. But Sylvia, yes, you people are hearing me. I love it. Okay, Jess, love it. Kieran, Sylvia, love it. So even if you're sitting there with a newborn baby and you are listening to this, that doesn't mean this doesn't apply to you. It just means that you have to listen up and get super clear about what it is that you want at this particular time and phase in your life. I am out of the baby phase. So I knew that 2.5 years ago when my daughter was 2 and I'd had my 3 children and I was ready to make changes, that it was the right time for me to focus on what I really wanted for my career. So first and foremost, you have to take some time. This can be alone. This can be with a coach. This can be with a friend. This can be with your partner. Whoever will really listen and guide you objectively. That's the key here, to really help you to figure out what you want. And again, I'm going to stress the fact that it's not what others expect of you. It's not what you thought you would be when you became a mom. It's about what you really and truly feel and what lights your heart on fire. So if you're in a job that you absolutely hate, I hear you. I feel you. I want to help you. Okay. You don't have to be in it. You maybe need a transition plan of how to get out of it. You can't quit today, but we need to get clear of what it is in your life that you want to add and what it is in your life that you want to subtract. So guys, you got to get busy. You got to get practical. If it means that you're taking out a notebook and a journal and a pen and you're actually starting to just put down your thoughts on paper, don't worry about what you're writing. And if it makes sense, get it out. Okay, start to do some soul searching. There are loads of different exercises out there. How to find my passion. I can see some people requesting to be in the video. Thank you. Please hold on because I'm going to try to get through this. Margaret, Kellen, stay with me. If you guys, for some reason, want me to do more like one-on-one coaching, we don't have enough time for that, but I would love to do it as well. I also offer a free coaching trial session, 100% free, no strings attached, for me to learn about you, for you to learn about what the process of coaching is about. I'll tell you about that later. I'm going to continue. So basically, there's loads of exercises that you can do to just get focused about what it is that you really want. So defining what you want is key, because if you don't know what you want, who's going to know? The universe cannot help you to make that happen if you haven't clarified it. I'm going to go so far as telling you, and I know I'm talking quickly because I've got a lot to tell you guys. Last year, every year I pick a power word for myself of something that I really want to focus on and gain for myself in that year. And in 2019, my power word was clarity, because I did not know what I wanted. I did not know what I wanted to do for my career when I'd left my corporate job. I needed to gain clarity in certain areas of my life, and that focus. So by the end of 2019, I had clarity. I'd started the coaching. I was still doing MomJo. And now 2020, my power word is unstoppable, because I want to feel like I'm not stopping for anything. I have my goals and my visions in place, and I am going. And so when I have to make decisions with regards to my family, with regards to myself, my health, anything in my life, I go back to my power word. So guys, that's the first step for you. You're going to define what you want. You're going to pick a power word, and you're going to go out there and focus on getting it. More about that in another session. I'm going to keep going. Another thing you can do is you can brainstorm a million things and try and figure out by process of elimination what you don't want in your life. So say, for example, you are addicted to your cell phone and you don't want to be as focused on your cell phone, I'm giving some random example, as you currently are. That is defining what kind of a lifestyle you want to have. You want to be less focused and addicted to your phone. So you have to write that down. You have to make it clear. You have to decide that that's what you want to remove, so that when you're putting it into your plan, you can then figure that out, how to do it. Lots of different ways to do that one, by the way. There's a book called Indistractable by Nir Eyal, and he talks all about how to be less distracted in life, all the tools and the apps that you can actually add to your phone to reduce your screen time. So there's a prime example. If you don't get clear defining what's a problem in your life, you're not going to be able to eliminate it or add it back in. I'm going to go to step number 2. Once you've defined what it is that you want, it doesn't have to be that you want to change jobs to a certain job. It needs to be that you want to create this lifestyle that you want. You want to work a certain amount of hours per day. You want to be able to be healthy and work out 3 times a day. You're creating a vision of the person you want to be. And then step number 2 is you're going to list out 5 big, audacious goals for yourself, okay? 5 goals. 10, I used to do 10. I feel like 10 in this day and age, 2020, with COVID and all the stuff happening, it's way too much. 3 kids, 2 jobs, family, COVID, it's way too much. So I say pick 5 goals, clearly define them, okay? We're talking specific and measurable. By a certain date, I want to have a number of clients. I did this for my coaching. I started at the end of October last year. By March, by 6 months in, I wanted 10 clients. And I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm not kidding. You can go back in my social and see at Liat Horowitz, that's my coaching platform, on Instagram. Literally to the day, 6 months after I launched my coaching platform, I signed my 10th client. It was that specific and that measurable. 6 months, 10 clients, done. You have to get clear and measurable. So you list those goals and you think about what they are that you want within the next 1 to 3 years. So those goals, I'll give you another example. Let's say it's coaching related. I want to increase my revenue by a certain amount by the end of 2021, okay? And that certain amount I'm not going to share with you, but let's say it's $10. I don't know, I'm giving a random example. It has to be so clear and measurable and within the next 1 to 3 years, because further than that is just too big. People used to say, where do you want to be in 5 years? I say, where do you want to be in 5 minutes, right? It's hard these days. So the way to do this, people, the way to figure out these goals is to actually envisage yourself. Take a moment, close your eyes, picture yourself. What do you look like? What are you wearing? Where are you? What car are you driving? How many children do you have? How much money is in your bank account? Actually visualize all these things about your ideal self for the next 1 to 3 years' time. And as you start to visualize it, I'm thinking, okay, so I have a new treadmill in my basement, which I've yet to buy, and I'm working out consistently, and I'm also doing weights, and my arms are like more chiseled than they are now, which they're not. I'm also, going on one-on-one play dates with, not one-on-one play dates, one-on-one dates with each of my children, maybe once a month. I'm also thinking about traveling with my husband. I'm thinking about earning a certain amount of revenue to my business. All these things, start to get clear and visualize who is your ideal self in 1 to 3 years' time, and write that shit down. Write it down, people. The important part here is that you write it down. If you had to see the number of journals that I have got next to my desk, it's like insane. I've got Rachel Hollis' Start Today, which is goal setting and planning. My other one is actually holding this laptop up. Here's the next one. This is all my coaching notes from when I have sessions with my coach, which I speak to her every week without fail. I have books, I have planners, I have my to-do lists, I have my priority post-it notes, which is a whole nother topic. So basically write things down, okay? This is the way to do it. Don't type it, write it, get a notepad, get a journal, get moving, get working on yourself, okay? So you've got your clear picture, okay? You've defined what it is that you want. You've defined the 5 goals that you want to work towards and attain in the next 1 to 3 years. Dara Ann is saying, I would like to see myself looking like a boss, but I'm wearing PJ pants right now. Guys, check it out. I'm fancy on top and I'm tracky bums on the bottom. That is just how we roll these days. Yeah, but I still feel like a boss. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's about the feeling. Hilarious. Okay, so next, guys, hugely important. If there's one thing you take away from this session, please listen up. Okay, I see you people. I'm going to get to you. Quinn, Margaret, Kellen, just hold out. The most important thing, and I do a free masterclass on this topic, and I coach all my people about this. I will talk till I'm blue in the face because I'm super passionate about this, and I know that this is the way you can make it happen. You have to carve out some time in the day, okay? If you have that 2-week-old baby sitting on your lap, I'm not talking to you. You can come back to this in 3 to 6 months' time. Sorry, I'm just saying. You need to carve out some time in the day, whether it's 20 minutes or 2 hours, 1 hour. The way to do it is not during your work day. It's not during your homeschooling day. It's not during your stay-at-home mom day. It's before and after hours. For me, I used to work a lot after hours. I can't do it anymore. It's an age thing. It's a stage thing. I don't know what it is. I can't stay up late anymore. But I also have trained myself over many years about, I know you might not like this, it's waking up early, peeps. It's waking before the kids. It's getting a handle on your morning routine before you wake up on defense, right? No, Kieran. I hear you. I'm not saying you have to get up 2 hours. I'm saying maybe even just 15 minutes, okay? My kids wake up at 5. Okay, well, this is different. The question is, what are your kids doing after 5? This is what I say to you if we were in a session. Is there a time that during that, Alana, between 5 and whenever they're starting school, if they're in or homeschooling, between 5 and it's at 8:30, that you can put them aside and have mommy. And now what does mommy time mean? Okay. The way that this works, people, okay, before you get like a heart attack and you like, I can't do it, I can't wake up early, or my kids wake up at 5, I completely get it. Like, that is insane. But I will explain to you that what you need to figure out is what works for you. You have to customize this morning routine or nighttime routine, or you carve out an hour in your day and you figure out how much time you need to do the things that are important for you so that you can work towards those 5 big goals of that person you really want to be, okay? So hear me out. Some people say that they love to meditate in the mornings. Not my vibe. I like to work out in the mornings. It's like I'm picking from a menu of options. This is what I did. I read all the books. I was like doing all the work, trying to figure out what works for me, what doesn't, and what's positive for me in the morning. So working out for sure. I don't do that first thing though. I do my gratitude journal, which is like literally 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for from the last 24 hours. It's that simple and that quick, maybe 3 minutes. Then I do writing down my goals and picking the one that I'm currently focused on. So I write down 10 and I pick the one that I'm currently focusing on because it actually reminds me every single day from scratch what I'm working on, what I'm working towards. So I do those 2. I do some reading. I can't even show you because all my books are propping up my laptop. I do some reading on a topic that I'm interested in learning about. Particularly right now, I'm reading about NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, which really helps my coaching and for myself. And I'll read a bit, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that. It gets my brain into like the right flow. I do not check my phone. Believe it or not, I do not check Instagram, Facebook. I will check WhatsApp and I will check emails, just saying. And then I do my to-do list for the day. And then I create my priority post-it, which is basically picking from this long to-do list, 3 to 5 priorities for the day. I close the to-do list and I have my priority post-it right there in front of me to focus on for the day. You can see how I'm very, very intentional about my minutes in the morning and my time spent. I also work out. This is like ideal morning, guys. I don't do this every day. I'm just being real here, but that's my ideal morning. And that all takes me 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour 15 before the kids wake up. Now, my kids wake up at 7:15, 7:30. And if a child wakes up earlier, they know that they're coming to sit next to me and they're coloring or they're stamping or they're doing rainbow loom, no electronics. They're just sitting next to me while I'm doing my stuff. So who was it? It was Alana. Your kids waking up at 5 means you need to get creative. It also means maybe morning time is not yours. Maybe like your 9 a.m. is your time. It just depends on you, and you have to customize your routine. If you guys just want to do your gratitude and your goal setting and it takes you 5 to 10 minutes, then wake up 5 to 10 minutes earlier. You pick what you know in your heart will make you start your day in the most powerful way. Okay, do the exercise later, or if exercise works for you and it gets the blood pumping, and you know that it does, because we all know it does, do that first thing. Do it first thing. Okay, I cannot work out if I don't work out before 9 a.m. It just doesn't work. I have the luxury of having a live-in caregiver, thank goodness. And so this morning, for example, I ran at 8 o'clock. My kids were having breakfast. I had dressed them. I had sorted out lunch. She was watching them. We all had it down pat, and I went for my run. So it doesn't happen every day, but you've got to work around what you can. Okay. Also with the morning routine comes the nighttime routine. How do you wake up early? Well, you have to go to bed earlier, people, right? It's obvious, but it's not easy. So we've got to talk about a nighttime routine. I'm not going to get into that here because I'm going to keep moving. We've only got 10 minutes left, and I want to bring these lovely people in. So what I will say to you is you really have to audit your nighttime routine. Are you spending time scrolling social media when you shouldn't be? Come on, I do it, you do it, we all do it. We need to detox that. Are we speaking to people that we shouldn't be talking to at night? I don't know, friends and family members. Try and cut down the calls if you want to go to bed earlier. Try and limit the number of shows you're watching on Netflix. That's my biggest struggle of life. I just want to watch more and more shows, right? But I'll have to cut it. I give myself a cutoff, an alarm goes off 10 p.m. on my phone and it says good night. And I know that then I have to start cutting down and winding down. Also, I do a meditation to go to sleep. It's just a guided meditation. It's on YouTube. I absolutely love it. And I do certain things. I take magnesium before I go to bed. I stretch my legs because I get restless leg syndrome. I do all the things, people. Okay, I have been working on this nighttime routine and morning routine for years, and it's just the way it has to be. You have to work out what works for you and customize it for you. Next, I will say, and I just did touch on it, please detox your life. Okay, if there are people in your life that aren't serving you, if there are habits in your life that aren't serving you, that's taking up time, and more importantly, it's taking up your precious energy. And that energy and time needs to be back focused on you. Back focused on mom. Give so much time and energy to our children, our partners, our work, everything else. We need time and energy for ourselves. So be very focused on the content that you consume. It must only serve you and make you feel good. If someone's making you feel bad on Instagram because their house is more renovated and brand new than yours, mute. Don't even unfollow. Just mute them. I have muted so many people. And honestly, it's nothing personal. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't serve me right now. So detox your lives, peeps. Next, I'm going to say, and last of all, before I bring these ladies on, last but not least, you need to give yourself the permission to do this, to do a bit of work on yourselves, to invest some time and energy on yourself and not feel guilty about stepping away from a child, from work, from a husband, from whoever it is in your life that needs your attention. Because if you fuel yourself, you guys know this, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? You are doing it right now. You're giving yourself the gift of attention, energy, time, knowledge, education, fun, friends, community. You need to do more of that. It doesn't have to be that you take 6 hours off every day, but it's tiny little increments which make big impact. By the way, this is an amazing book. Oh my gosh, where is it? Here. This is an amazing book, sorry. For any of you who are interested in this concept, it's called The Compound Effect. Tiny little incremental changes on a daily basis will make a massive, massive impact. So start with defining what it is that you really want for yourself. Create that vision of who you want to be in the next 1 to 3 years, okay? List your top 5 goals. Start to work towards them, one goal at a time, okay? Structure your ultimate morning routine, guys. It's just absolutely crucial because that's the only way you're going to find your time. And if it's not early in the morning, figure out when it is in your day, but make that commitment, schedule it into your planner. If you don't want to do all the personal development stuff and you want to just get into creating a side hustle, great. That could be your time that you work on it. It could be the time you research. You want to start some social media. You want to work with a coach. You want to learn about NLP. You want to do a course about how to become a florist artist, I don't know, a florist in general, this is your time. You have to carve it out for yourself. And last but not least, stay focused. So on that note, I know we have little time and you're all still watching. Thank you so much for listening. I know you have a million questions. You can find me on Instagram at Liat Horowitz. You can, in my link in the bio there, you can schedule a free session for talking with me. It's an hour. It's the moment where you give yourself permission. It's the moment where you give yourself permission. You get on a call with me. You just talk it all out. We'll have a trial coaching session. No strings attached. Obviously, I'll tell you what my coaching is about, but that's like a few minutes at the end and off you go. If you want more than that, obviously I'm here. I'm a huge supporter of this community, and I thank you guys so much for your time. You can also check out my website. It's liathorowitz.com. I'm writing it here, and then I'm bringing in a friend, Liat Horowitz on Instagram. Thank you, guys. Right, Kellen, if you're still interested, I'm adding you in. Let's do it. Do I see you? Is she gone? Let's see. 2 requests. Let's see if Quinn is interested. Oh, I don't know. My people left. Sorry, guys. Maybe they still were not there. Okay, if anyone would like to join and ask me a question, we have a few minutes left. Something specific to your situation, something specific to your morning routine, something specific about coaching, what it means to work with a coach. This is your moment. I did do an Insta story takeover on Alana's Mom's TO a few, 2 months ago, I believe. And a lot of you were really amazing in actually reaching out and scheduling calls with me. So I thank you. Where did you begin to start and decide what you want to do if really confused? Riza, that is a fantastic, fantastic question. Let me see how to answer this. Okay, where do you begin? So there's 2 ways you can begin. And first of all, let me just ask you, are you talking about specifically work related, or are you talking about just like general lifestyle goals? If you're talking about work, then you have to go back. You have to start with what you really love about your current work, what you really don't like about your current work. Work related. Okay, so Riza, can you give me a little bit more info, and then we'll use you as an example if you're okay with that. Like, are you in a corporate job? Are you in a day job that you don't really like, and you're thinking about how to change and find your passion? Is that what it is? A financial analyst. Whoo, wow. Okay, so Tara Ann, give me a second. I will add you in. Okay, this is interesting because you have a very specific niche, and I will tell you what I did in the short amount of time that we have. And of course, I invite you to have a conversation with me. We can go through this in a 1 hour, totally free session. I'd be happy to help you. But basically what I did is I tried to find and acknowledge what my real pain points were in my life and how I managed to overcome them, and if I wanted to make those my passion. So I'll tell you what my biggest pain point was: being stuck in a corporate job that I didn't feel fulfilled by, and I so desperately wanted to get out of. So for many years, that was my biggest pain in life. And I figured out how to change it and how to get out of it. And now my passion lies in that pain point. In other words, my passion and now my income and business lies in helping others to figure this out for themselves. So if that makes sense, I'm saying go back to think about what your biggest pain points are or were, and then figure out how to translate that into your passion and then how you can monetize that. So I hope that made a bit of sense. It's a really quick answer, and I know I've only got a few minutes left. So Riza, please reach out to me. Excellent. Yeah, I would love to hear from you. The link is in my bio. Schedule something. I'm ready to chat and try and help you. Tara Ann, let's see if I can add you. I press plus, but for some reason, oh, there she is. Yay!
In my PJ pants.
I love it. You and me both. I'm just so happy to see your face on here. How are you, Tara?
I'm good. So I'm at home with 3 small kids. I have a son who's almost 3, and I have 10-month-old twins.
Oh.
So I'm now a stay-at-home mom. I was an ER nurse.
Oh, you were? Wow.
Yeah, luckily I went on mat leave before all this chaos, so it's been good.
Wow.
But,
But just can I just say, like, the 3 kids under 3, impressive. And then you're like an ER nurse, hellishly impressive. So wow, that's amazing. Okay, carry on.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm making a big change. Like we're going to be, instead of nursing, we're opening a winery. So I'm going to be transitioning from like the healthcare provider to now going into the business. And I have zero experience, but my husband's has worked in business for a long time. So it's just trying to wrap my head around how I'm even going to do that.
Okay. So I'm going to start by telling you, because I know you've got the kiddies. Oh, look at it. Hi. I love it. This is what I love about this. Hi, cuteness. Oh, he's so cute. It's a boy, right?
Yes.
I didn't just say he.
And Christmas PJs, because it's clean.
Because you can, right? Love it. So the first thing I'll say to you, Tara, and I would love to discuss this further with you, is that there's two things you need to be doing right now, in my opinion. You need to be virtually networking, and you need to be researching. Like that is what seems to be, that's what I did when I was starting out. I had no idea about what coaching involved. I had no idea how to start a coaching business. I knew some coaches. So what I'm saying to you is last summer, I spent time asking anyone and everyone who would talk to me about coaching, whether they were coaches themselves or they wanted to be coached, finding out what they want and what they need and how I can offer that. So for you, it would be reaching out to literally anyone and everyone who is in that industry of wine, wineries. You know, I don't know what region it's in. So like anyone in the region that would talk to you, anyone who's transitioned out of healthcare into a business, maybe joining some mom forums online. I mean, Mom's TO is incredible, but there are some other very business-focused forums and communities on Facebook and obviously on Instagram that are amazing, which I'm happy to share with you. And so it's a lot of research. I mean, the question is defining your role. What is your role going to be in this new business? Or do you not know yet?
It's gonna be my winery. Like I'm gonna be the
you and your husband, right?
We went from just being like in a house in Burlington to be like, hey, let's buy a 28-acre farm and see what we can make out of it. So it's kind of do
you love wine? Do you love wine?
We do love wine, not too much.
Good. But what I'm saying is, so it's you and your husband that are going to run it, right? Full time.
He's going to like help me with the financials, but I'm going to be the one who's actually running it because he still has a full-time job. This is going to be my full-time job.
Oh, this is very exciting. And I mean, I know that the session is still going and there's people on here, but I was supposed to end now, but I'll keep talking if that's okay. I don't know, until someone cuts me off or a child cuts you off. You need to, okay, so I would love to hear about a timeline. This is where I would start. I would love to understand your timeline and what it is that you need to get done in that timeline. So when I say that I'm a transformation coach, because I don't really like to define myself, but that really is what I do. And it's very practical. So it's like, what is the transformation you're trying to achieve? It's exiting healthcare and running a business in a winery. When are you moving to the winery? When are you taking over? Like all those timelines I would love to see in like a schedule. And then we would work backwards to figure out what do you actually need to be doing to get that started. Right? Does it mean you have to do some courses? Does it mean you have to, whether it's business or wine related? Is there any takeover or transition from the people that currently own the winery that they've sold to you?
It's just a farm now. Like we have to build everything from scratch.
Aha. So you've got a lot of like research and development to be doing and marketing and branding. You need like a full business plan, girl, right?
Yeah, I'm starting a binder.
I love it. Okay, so basically you need a business plan. And what's weird is that I actually put together a starter kit for how to start a business. And I tried to sell it as a group coaching package. And one of my clients who's on here, Kieran, was interested in starting it as well for her business. And in the end, everyone that was interested in it signed up for private coaching because each person, I've realized now with their businesses, it's very personal and it's very different, right? So for you,
you're like a winery, like this has nothing to do with what I signed up for.
I know. Well, that's okay. I love it. That's why I asked you if you love wine, because you need to love wine. And then also you need to...
We like creating things, that's for sure. We like the chemistry. We like that side of things.
Beautiful. So you're going to create... That's what I'm saying. You've got to keep very focused on your passions and try to hopefully soon be able to outsource or get other people to help you on the things that aren't necessarily your forte, so that you don't burn yourself out and become like really unhappy in this decision that you've made, which I don't think is going to happen because it sounds very exciting. Do you also like love a bit of adventure? You love like taking chances? Sure. Yeah.
We don't like sitting still normally. Like we have a barn that was built in 1867 on the property. So we have to find someone to refab that to make it into the winery. And we're making wine in our laundry room currently from grapes that we got from my husband's uncle. So we're learning how to make wine right now.
Oh.
It's very overwhelming though, because it's like, and then I got the kids running around and I feel bad for not focusing on them.
I totally hear you. And this is why I'm going to go back to what I originally said. Yes, you obviously need a business plan, and that's not a scary business plan. It's not 30 pages long. It's like a 1 to 2 pager that really focuses on this timeline and list of to-dos. So you've got to kind of look at it as like you're going to put together a laundry list of everything that needs to get done. And then you're going to start to like define the roles and responsibilities and priorities. So for example, the barn, you've given me already. You have to learn how to make wine. You have to obviously create this barn. You have to renovate the barn or whatever it is to like restructure it so that it's livable and workable. You have to learn how to make wine. You have to figure out the finances. You have to decide on a name. You have to start with the marketing, social media.
It's trademarked.
Excellent. You see? So already on your to-do list, you would have like ticked off some things. So I would want to create a very detailed business plan / to-do list with schedules and goal timelines so that each week, as a mom of 3 young kids, you literally know what you're working on and trying to stick to timelines. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, and that would be my starting point. Because if you have a running list of where you need to be, you literally, those timelines are imperative. You want to stick to a goal, you want to get there, you've got to break it down. So when are you moving?
We got possession of the property on July 27th. So we're still in Burlington. So we kind of go a couple times a week down to the farm and start working on it. And we plant, we do our first test in spring.
Did you say you have an ultimate goal of when you actually want to have it up and running, or have you not gotten that?
So we're also renovating the house on the property. So it's kind of timeline dependent on when the house gets going. But within the next 2 to 3 years, that's
beautiful.
Is our set.
Beautiful. Okay, amazing. So that's where I would start. Like, I can't work without a list. I can't work without a plan. It's basically a plan that you want to create, and it needs to be like a clear plan. Both you and your husband agree. You've like put timelines for goals, and you've gotten very clear as to the definition of what each of those look like. Obviously, it can change as the time goes on because life happens, COVID happens, things happen. But that's really the ultimate goal of where you should be getting started. It's very exciting. Yay.
Thank you.
And then from a marketing and social media perspective, you need to be like on all the other sort of, you don't necessarily.
I was like trying to get on this app and I was like, oh, geez, someone needs to help me with computers.
Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this. I don't know if anybody else has a question coming to, like, just press your request to join. I'll take one more at this time, no problem. But I will say to you, Tara, that, I schedule something with me. Let's see let's try and make it happen. Let's just have a chat. You don't have to sign up for anything. We can have a chat. I'll help you to start to figure out, to flesh out this plan, and then we can go from there. I think that would be really helpful.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good luck. So exciting.
Well, you moms at home is surviving. Good luck.
Thanks. Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. I look forward to speaking with you. If anybody else has a question, I'm not boiling over here. I think I spoke like so quickly for so long. Thank you, Tara. Thank you for all of you. Karen says you've got to run. Can't wait to chug your wine. Honestly, Tara, we need to get onto that wine. It sounds incredible. Risa, I would love to chat with you. Michelle Baker, I'm waiting for your request to talk. Go ahead and schedule it. The link is in my bio. It is a free session. I offer bundles of sessions, 4 sessions of coaching, 8 sessions of coaching, or 12 sessions of coaching. And I'm very, very grateful for this time that we've had together today, whether it's business coaching or life coaching or any transformation. this is what my jam is. And by the way, I'll see you tonight. If anyone's joining the awards ceremony, my MomJo partner, Carolina, in my other job, and MomJo is hosting the awards gala tonight. So we will see you later. Barn board sellers. Oh, Vineland. Tara, I'm thinking we need to create a Mom's TO visit to your winery party. Just saying. We've got some marketing ideas. I'm happy to share them with you. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Isn't that awesome, Tara? I love it. Betty has joined the session, which means she's coming on to check that I've finished up. I'm sorry we went over time, but there were loads of people watching and I didn't want to, disappoint anybody. So I'm going to log off for now and continue with my day. Lots of coaching sessions, literally one starting in 20 minutes with a new client. I cannot wait. Talk to you guys soon. Have a lovely day and enjoy MomFest. Bye.